Hi, welcome to Inkscape for Teachers. I'm Geoff Phillips, and in this tutorial I'll be using the Bezier pen tool to draw a cubic function using three slightly different ways. First way, we'll click the Bezier pen tool, then hold down Control to constrain 15-degree increments till we've got about 45 degrees, double click or click and enter. Then click the Nodes tool, and I'm just about here I'm just going to drag down. I've got a nice turning point. Now I'm going to click on each point. Actually, I'm going to click on this point, and you can see I've got gradient handles appear, and this one on the right is quite extreme. But if I drag this point down to about there and then the gradient handle back up, now I'll zoom out to keep doing that. Oops, select it, and there we go. Click the select tool, mouse wheel in to zoom in again. And there's a reasonably good cubic. Again, if I click on it and show you with the Nodes tool, those gradient handles are quite extreme. They stretch a long way. We had to zoom out to do that. One minor point here, you might want to cut off this. You think there's too much on the left. We can draw a rectangle using the rectangle tool over the bit we wish to cut off. Yep, that looks about right. Then shift click to select the function, back to the select tool, sorry, and then shift click to select the function. Then path, cut path, just wait for a while, then it happens, yep. Then we just click away and click on this little bit, press delete, and we've got a nice looking cubic function. I'll just click on that again using the select tool and make it red. Undo that, Control Z, shift click to make it red, and there we go. The next method, again using the Bezier pen tool, we'll start the same way, click, hold down Control till we get 45 degrees, double click or click to enter to end, back to the select tool, back to the Nodes tool, and about halfway drag down a turning point. Then back to the select tool, Control D to duplicate, then I'm going to reflect it in a horizontal and a vertical axis, clicking once there and once there. You can see there's a fill there because I've blotted out some of the part behind, but won't worry for the moment, and I'll just move that till it clicks on. You have to have these snapping tools clicked on, the snap to nodes and the snap to cusp nodes. The cusp node is the end of a line or a sharp corner. Now if I zoom in about here where I joined, Control mouse wheel up, you see I've got a gap there, it's not perfectly joined. So if you want to bother doing this, you click one, then shift click to select the other, then choose the Nodes tool, drag around what are two nodes over each other. It doesn't really highlight very well, but just trust that they are selected, and click Join Selected Nodes, this icon here. You can see that fixes that up. I'll mouse wheel and zoom out again, and that's a reasonable cubic. We can again cut off bits if we need to, but I'll just go to the select tool, click and drag to shrink that down, drag it into position, shift click the blue, change the colour to blue. There's our second method of producing a cubic. The third way, we just use the Bezier pen tool all along, but it involves putting in more nodes. So I'll start with the Bezier pen tool. Let's start from the upper right section. Click, then click again, click and drag. I'll just undo that, I was a bit sloppy with my mouse. Click, then click and drag, and hold down Control to force a horizontal line. That's our first turning point. Then maybe up to here and click and drag, holding down Control, and then down to where we wish to finish and double click. You can see that's our completed cubic, and we might just adjust that. It looks a little bit inaccurate, but if we click the Nodes tool and then click each handle, you see if I drag, hold down Control again to constrain horizontal, I can drag my nodes a little bit. I might move them both in, this one in a bit perhaps, this one in a bit. I'll click on the node again, Control, drag that, again, and I'll click out to select, and again a reasonable cubic. Just needed some adjustment of those nodes at the end. I'll click to select, then I'll shift click on the green. That's our third version. So there we've got 3 different cubics. I'll drag out. You can see they're all similar to the ones above, just bigger versions. If you need to format the thickness of them, again bring up your fills and stroke menu, this icon here. I'll click on them all, shift click to select more than one, and I'll look at stroke style, and you can see the width is 0.5. If I wanted to thicken that up to 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, whatever, that's an option as well. So there we have it, 3 different ways of producing a cubic. We use the Bezier pen tool for all of them. Thanks for watching. That completes the tutorial.